But you have to recharge. You have to recharge, because I've learned if I don't take care of myself, I can't take care of anybody else. I can't function properly. I have to recharge. So the world is go, 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 go. Get as much done as you can, get as much done as you can. I guess I'd rather have quality work done than a quantity of work done. So I'm okay with the pause. Some stuff, and then there's just some stuff that's just not worth running around for. Is it going to matter in 5 minutes, 5 years? If not, and it's hard, because sometimes I get stuck on something and I really, really have to slow down and think, why am I? So my triggers aren't alcohol, but something will trigger me and I'll get upset. And then I really have to, it's called shadow work, where you kind of think after the fact, what caused me to feel this way? What was I feeling? What did I think? What did I think? And so I've noticed, like, I will start fights with Bo just to talk to him. Because when I was little, I used to cry just to get my parents' attention. And I noticed that about me. And so there's just other things that you start working on trigger-wise. It's not always triggers to drink, but it's triggers for an emotion. I was drinking because of the emotion. Now I don't have that Band-Aid to drink. Now I got to figure out what this emotion is, how I can make myself feel better and come down from it and re-regulate what I'm thinking about. You know, is this worth something having a conversation about? Is this worth something letting it pass? Or is this a deal breaker? You know, you have to really just decide.
It's like the economists always say, they call it like their opportunity cost. So
yeah,
it sounds like
everything
you're
is
weighing
cost benefit
between,
to me.
Yeah.
That's so funny that you said that, but everything is cost benefit. And I'll ask, you know, is it worth that time? Is it worth, Bo's really good about like reading reviews, and he loves that. He loves getting a good deal. Me, I'm just like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna buy it. And then later on, I'll have to take it back. And he's like, should have read the reviews. But my cost benefit is like, I really rather just go, because I don't take time for that. But then I'll take time for other things. So it's really, I think we have the conversation every year too. He wants to get up on the roof to put the Christmas lights on. Or does he want to hire somebody? And I'll say, how much does it cost to go in an ambulance? Oh. And he'll say, okay, we'll hire the guy. So
it's the same type thing.
Yes.
You're weighing
the cost benefit.
Yes,
yeah. What is worth
each one.
having the conversation about?
Well, I have 2 more questions for you. Number one, I know the answer to it, but maybe you can expand on it. Rehab's tough, and recognizing it's tough, but just to encourage everybody, you would say it's worth it. So,
oh my gosh,
I mean,
100%.
how has it been worth it for you?
My kids can look at me and count on me. I mean, what's better than that? What's better than them knowing that they always have somebody to count on? My health. My sober date is January 31st, 2017. My twin sister passed away January 30th, 2015. She had a rare heart infection that caused her heart valves to dilate too much, and so she had multiple heart attacks, and she had passed away. And so her health, she wasn't a big drinker, but she smoked pot. But so she probably wasn't paying attention to her health as much. Now that I've become sober, I'm paying attention to my health a lot more. I also lost 75 pounds when I first got sober.
My word.
So, and I didn't work out. I always joke, if I'm running, so should you. But
something's happening.
Because I don't run. But yeah, the health benefits, you know, you just feel better. I noticed there was no pictures of me when I was drinking. There's maybe a couple, and the kids were in front of me, covering me up, because I couldn't look in the mirror. I could not look in the mirror because I was so ashamed of what I saw. What I knew I was doing stuff that was not right. This drinking was wrong, and I was very ashamed of myself. Never took a picture. So after I got sober, I took a selfie every day. And that's why there's lots of selfies on my social media. That's my showing up for one day at a time.
Oh, really?
So that means
I've seen those, but I didn't realize that's what that is.
And I got teased about them. People would make fun of me. Oh, another selfie. Yeah, because I'm going to show up every day, and there's going to be a selfie. And I don't do it as much anymore. But when I first started, yeah, there was a selfie every day that made sure that I got dressed for work, that I could be in front of a camera, and be presentable for my day. And I did it every morning for a long time to make sure that I showed up for I kept myself accountable, that I had to do that every day. And it wasn't about looking better or any of that business. It was that I showed up for my day.
Isn't that I mean, that's another one of those aha moments for me of how easy you can judge or assume why someone's doing something when you don't even really know the person or what's going on. We all do it, to some extent, but that's really interesting. Well, then the last thing I want to ask you too, because hopefully we're watching somebody who's going to benefit from this, but, and you said it's worth it for you. But what is it that they could recognize in themselves? If they're watching this, they're probably thinking about it, but is there something that would make them take that next step? And I know it's different from everybody, but what is it that gives you that aha, helps you have that aha moment? I know everyone's different, but
It's you say everybody's different, but it's oddly all the same story.
Oh.
We almost all, if you talk to a few of us, we'll all kind of have the same. You're so sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Sick and tired of being sick and tired.
You're sick and tired of figuring out where you can drink, how you can hide it, when you can do this, when you can do that. Did anybody notice? Oh my gosh, will the cough drop cover up the smell? Well, you're so tired of figuring it out, and you're so tired of being tired that you just go, you know what? I want a better life. And you realize that you deserve that better life. And it's hard when you don't have the best vision of yourself to think that I deserve a better life.
Deserve a better life.
But you do. Like, you were put here for a reason to be in somebody, even if it was the interaction with somebody else, to help other people or to give hope for other people. There's something there that you were here for. And when you're drunk and you're not going out or you're not interacting with people, they're missing this beautiful part of you that you might not even know is there. So when you get sober, you have to know you're worth it. You have to realize how much you are worth it to. We're all such beautiful people, but you have to know that yourself. And so I think once I realized, I have this reason I'm here. There's something, right? And it was these kids for me. That's all I had.
And that's why you're here. That's wow.
You really just get sick and tired, because I tried so many times. But when I finally knew, here's my chance. This is a chance that I paid for. And we all know we're alcoholics. It's not I think I might. If you're questioning it, then you are aware that you have a problem. It's just alcohol. You don't need it. You can find something else to entertain yourself with. You might be really good at cooking and not know it. I didn't know it.
So there's an opportunity cost, right?
Yeah. Put it aside and try something else. You might be really good. Who knows? There might be a writer in you. There might be a podcaster. There might be somebody who, if there's something that you've never done before, I don't know if you don't know how to ride a bike, or you want to do, you can do all these things much more efficiently if you're not hungover.
So that is so cool to hear too, though. What am I losing because of
there might be
my
something
addiction?
in there that you don't know about, the little diamond, that's not presented because it's covered up by all this yuck. But there's just so much. It's people forget. We did not grow up. We weren't little kids. Not most of us drinking alcohol. We had fun. And if you go back and try to do some of those things when you were fun, it's amazing.
Like the card game.
I thought that was the dumbest thing when they told us that we were doing this. And I was like, I'm not playing cards. That's so stupid. That's the dumbest thing ever. And I think the reason Bo and I work so well together too is because he'll be like, hey, you want to go do this? And it's something crazy. And I'm like, yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Let's see. Because you just never know. You never know what you might have fun doing. And so there's things that we forgot to do that bring us joy. It could be artwork. Who knows? Music, playing music. All sorts of stuff that's just buried in there that might not have a chance that you don't even know about yourself until you give yourself a shot to let it come out. But the emotion thing, it's a what do I call it? The roller coaster. So you are gonna go on a roller coaster, but it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth waking up and feeling the wind. I'll never forget the first time I felt the wind again when I was sober. I was in front of a Mexican restaurant and with my cousin, and all of a sudden I felt the wind and I looked at her and I started crying. She's like, are you okay? And I was like, oh my God, can you feel the wind? It's beautiful. And she's like, yeah, girl, I can feel the wind, but I'm like, no, feel it. And the sun. And I really started to recognize all the beauty in the world too when I became sober. So.
Well,
And
That's
it's
an
just
inspiration.
simple things that I think we kind of don't have gratitude for. But, I don't know what country it is, but when people ask you, I think it's Norway, but they'll say, "How are you doing today?" And they have a saying, and it's translated. It says, "Not crying and standing up." And so that's what I say now.
Almost just rename our little film.
But it's, yeah, that she says not crying and standing up. And so people will ask me, and I'll say that at work or something, and it's just kind of funny.
But not crying and standing up, that's pretty
That
cool.
one was kind of a funny one, yeah. I like that one, but yeah, just
Well, thank you. Thank you for
Yes.
sharing with us. I really hope it encourages others out there is what we're looking for. And I know we have a list of resources that we'll post at the end of this or down in the comments. So look for those resources if you want to reach out and are encouraged with this. So I want to encourage everyone too to share this with people because I really think this is going to help a lot of people.
hope
So
so.
thank you very much, and thank you for joining us. So thanks.
yeah.